over the past year and a half, there was oddness. I don't know if that's like, maybe I don't want to be trite about it, but that there, I didn't really understand, and I'm not sure how much of it was who we were talking to, what we were talking about as the media, but I'm wondering if you could tell me what was happening with Halifax Pride.
I don't have a super great answer because I wasn't in the room.
Right.
I wasn't there. I left in September of 2022, and there were a few different iterations of a board that kind of took things from there. When myself and our executive director left, the board that was in place decided to not rehire any full-time staff. They decided to run the festival volunteer, and we knew that wasn't possible. We knew they needed staff. And then over the course of about 6 months, there was just a lot of board turnover. And they got to the point we're at now, last year, February 2023, and they were just in this position where they had a lot of people who, while I do believe were dedicated and passionate, didn't have any institutional knowledge of the festival, really hadn't had any involvement with the operation side of Pride. And a lot of them just didn't have any event experience. So I think they had a lot of things working against them. And I, even now, knowing what I know, coming back in, getting access to documents, seeing the conversations they were having, I don't know if there was ever an outcome that involved a successful festival, truly.
Right.
Which is unfortunate. But I think they had a lot of things working against them.
Do you feel that now that things are kind of back on track, that you're at a stable place now?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. The group of people who stepped up at the AGM in October were a lot of past staff members and community leaders who have worked with Pride in the past and kind of understood what we were always trying to do, and are super dedicated to kind of getting things back on track. And truly, it wasn't as off track as people thought.
And beyond the confidence, whether the parade would happen or not, like, do you feel that there are relationship issues there that have to be...
less than people would think.
Okay.
I think a lot of people from the outside probably thought, like, it's ruined, like they've spent the last year maybe not doing anything and they've potentially ruined this amazing event, and that's definitely not the case. They definitely were quiet and, like, didn't get terribly far into planning, but in terms of actually ruining relationships that we had with other community groups, partners, funders, a lot of those are still intact. A lot of them are just happy to see familiar faces.
Who would you like to see applying to be part of this 2024 parade?
I think mainly all of the queer groups and organizations that missed out last year. The parade, just seeing the back end of the application, there was plenty of applicants. The parade would have been robust, but I think a lot of those queer groups lost a lot of faith in the organization, and not a lot of them applied. And I think it was mostly because they just didn't feel confident enough that it would happen. So I'm really excited for them to get to come back, because it's for them. It's for them, it's for the community. It's all about them being part of it.